Okay, so here's the second half to my video because apparently I can't upload an 11-minute video and that might have been too long anyway. I want to say I left off with the 10 Beachbody commitments that you should add to your page this way so your participants know their expectations. If you guys have any questions over that or if I didn't go over it well enough, go ahead and email me, text me, you know how to get a hold of me and we can go over that a little bit better. I think I went over the coaches being admins. One of the big things that I do need to emphasize on when you start up your group page, nobody should be added to that page except for coaches until 1 week prior to your group starting. Because that's kind of like the setup phase, that's everybody getting comfortable, and then the night before or that day, a week prior to your group starting, coaches will start adding pages, adding participants, and the whole welcome thing goes down and everything, and make sure you're tagging them in video, commitments, anything. Another thing I can give you the link for is how to do your Beachbody measurements and how to take your Beachbody photos. We want to make sure that they're doing this right so that if they enter the challenge online, they'll be able to submit their stuff the right way and there's no mess ups because we do not want them going back to their before pictures ever. Let's see, my little paper still. If you are doing a multi-coach group, make sure that you're doing a schedule, which I'll show you a picture of mine from Mission Slim Possible. Make sure it's very clear on when you want the coaches to post the different tips from the multi-program or the single program guide. This way it can be a little bit more organized and nobody's pinning on top of pins and it's the same pin. I mean, it's kind of obvious that it's a copy and paste, but we don't want to just, blare out that it's copy and paste. That being said, make a message thread when you do your group because the message thread should only have coaches that are participating in the group. And it's kind of like a little private area where you guys can go talk and chat, and if you need help with something, if you don't, if you have a question about something, or maybe if you're just not going to be able to post that week, that's where you're going to go. And this way another coach can pick up that and say, okay, I got that post for you. Or maybe, hey, one of your participants keeps contacting me, maybe you got to step it up a little bit, and that's where that message thread comes in. You'll also want to add your schedule in that message thread so that everybody has the same schedule and any updates also. And you want to add the current copy of whatever program coach guide you're using. For example, when I was doing my Mission Slim Possible, they changed up the coach guide halfway through. So all of my coaches are going off the old one, I hope, and not off the new because I don't know where they made the changes at. Another thing I wanted to add before I run out of time again is challenges inside of challenges. They're great. I'm doing one right now in Mission Slim Possible, and it is terrible. It is terrible for me. I have to track everybody's posts. What it does is it keeps people engaged. So every 30, 60, and 90 days, the person that posts the most and has the most points from the daily posts that they send wins something. So apparently every single person on my challenge group right now wants the Shakeology tote bag really bad because they're all posting like crazy. So if you're going to do a challenge inside of your challenge, try to get the coaches to count their participants' stuff for you and you take care of your own, and then go ahead at the end of the month and add them up. Another thing that I do in mine that's not a normal thing, but it is helping in mine is I require my participants to send me their measurements and their pictures weekly, every Thursday. They have to do it. They know it, they signed up for it, and they do it, no complaints. But that's so that I can track, make sure they're not hitting plateaus, make sure they're actually doing it, see where there's any issues. So if we need to work on something, we're going to nip it in the butt right then and there. So I hope I covered everything. Bye, guys.